Good morning, good afternoon, good evening YouTubers, wherever you are in the world, and you join me on a very special day. The first proper ride out on the LC. Ignore the oil light, that's the old level light. There's no oil in the tank because we're running premix, because the oil pump is currently away being rebuilt. Just get it into gear. I need to adjust the clutch. I might do that next stop. But you join me. Oh, look at the gravel and shite. Yeah, it's not the best of weather, but I need to get some miles on this bike so we can get it back to Simon so that he can begin enjoying it. It's been a long time since he's ridden it. What did we work out? 28 years. 28 years since the tax expired. We made sure that the road tax disc stays on the bike, just as a bit of nostalgia. But after many hours, more hours than I could even begin to calculate, to be honest with you, but it's got to be into 3 figures, quite happily this bike is back on the road and it rides beautifully. I say it rides beautifully. I've done 9.8 miles on it. Where are you going? Oh, it's a horse box. No, the road's closed. It is properly closed. I don't really want to overtake the horse box because it's got expansion pipes on it. So it's not noisy, but it's not super quiet either. So I'm guessing the speed that they're going, they've got a pony in the back of there. And as my daughter has a pony and has one of those horse boxes, funny enough, but purple, then I can understand what it's like to have a noisy motorcycle come flying past you. But anyway, I'm digressing. The LC hybrid, a labour of love. Obviously Simon has put a lot of love into this, getting the motor, getting the frame and the wheels etc powder coated and assembling the bike back together as a rolling chassis, and then it sat for, we think, we're not sure how long, 10 years, 20 years. It's one of those things that gets lost in the memories of time, or whatever it's called. But it sat for a long time, and unfortunately the motor sat open, so had quite a lot of muck and debris inside of it. As if you've seen any of my previous videos, you would have seen. So you can obviously understand the amount of work that went into it. There were things that were knackered. Pistons were shot, they were corroded, the rings were stuck in the grooves, the crank was shot. Yeah, the little ends were full of rust, and the cost of rebuilding a crank far outweighed the cost of finding a used one. And I found a used one on eBay, which the guy, I think he put a hot rod crank in his motor and said it had done little miles, and when it arrived it had done very little miles. It was like a new crank, it was beautiful. So apologies if I can't remember your name, but thank you very much, that was much appreciated. It was a good price. So the motor went together with new seals and any bearings where needed. I managed to find a set of stock bore genuine Yamaha pistons with rings in excellent condition. So a quick measure up, a ring gap, a hone, and in they went. So the motor is running sweetly, very sweetly. I'm really happy with it. So I'm going to pull over in a minute. Once I go to the horse box, when we get to the horse's box, we'll be turning right up here. And then when we get to the bottom of the hill is my favourite little photo spot, so I'm going to stop and snap a quick picture, because we all like a photo. Now when I say this is finished, it's not finished. There are a few little touches to do. Obviously it's going to have some running in miles. I'd like to put at least 100 miles on it, and it's going to need at least sort of 50-60 miles before we can start squeezing on the power a little bit, just to see what the jetting's like at the top end. Road closed ahead. How many roads closed have we got? I'm going to go have a quick look, because I know where I take my photo, which literally is just at the bottom of the hill here. So let's see how far we can get. Plus we've got a motorcycle. Normally if it's just closed because of works, we can squeeze through, can't we? I know we shouldn't. I'm not condoning that in any way, shape or form. But I want to get a picture at the bottom. My little spot. And I'm going to do a very quick walk around the bike. So there are a few little things that need doing. The clutch plates took a lot of cleaning up. They were sort of welded together, and the plane plates were fairly rusty. I spent quite a lot of time on those. The friction plates didn't look fantastic. Oh, I'm not going to be able to take a photo on the bridge. Oh, it really is closed. Oh no. Yeah, they're pumping it out. Bugger. But I'll tell you what, let's stop here. Let's stop here. It's as close to the bridge as we can get. And we'll have a bit of a walk around and snap a couple of pictures. I will just nip the clutch up while we're here, just to help get it into neutral a little bit easier. But there we go. What do we think? I'm really pleased with it. If you saw the state of the motor and the state of those pipes, watch on the previous videos and you'll understand. Obviously the front mudguard's black. The mudguard, I bought a brand new mudguard for it. Sort of my contribution. I know Simon says my contribution was building the bike, but I wanted just to add something to it myself. So that would be my contribution. And that is away at Rapier Paintwork. Rapier did the rest of the bodywork, which is in beautiful condition. You know, it is brand new. It is absolutely stunning. And I tried to paint the front mudguard. I probably said this in the last video. So I'm going to snap a photo. This bloke's going to want to turn around in this thing, isn't he? No, he's not. Where's he going to go? Let's have one with the sun behind it and one with the sun in front of it, shall we? Yeah, I messaged Rob at Rapier to try and get a colour match. Try and maybe get him to send me some paint, but he can't, because he's not legally allowed to sell paint. It's one of those things that you can't do. And I think, as I said in the last video, he felt a bit sorry for me, so he said, post it up to me, I'll paint it for you. And he quoted a very good price. So I said thank you very much. So Rob, Rapier Paintwork, highly recommended. I mean, you can see the quality of his paint. It really is superb. Right then. Let's go a different route then, shall we? Where's that van gone? Guess he spat around in there. Yeah. Well, you could have asked me to move, I wouldn't have minded. But it is running beautifully. It is running lovely. So let's get up the top, and where should we go? Let's turn left. Obviously I've got no sat nav, not that I need a sat nav, I know where I'm going, but I'm not running any sort of nav on the bike. Cheers mate. So we'll just be riding. So I put a few layers on this morning because it was icy when I woke up, and getting a bit warm. Hopefully a few miles will cool me down. Oh, look how mucky it is along here. Sorry Simon, this is one of the reasons I didn't want to ride it, but oh, this is horrible. It's going to be a good wash down when I get back. Yeah, it's not great, is it? And these tyres are quite old and they're brand new, so they haven't done any miles. So these tyres are being scrubbed in as well. So obviously, as you can imagine, I'm taking it very carefully, very slowly. Yeah, you cut the corner there. You just do that. The thing I love about these power valve modes is they're so tractable. I mean, that's third gear, just picks up. Beautiful. I'm probably going to say beautiful a lot, aren't I? I'm getting sick and tired of that. Just doing a lot of crap. But yeah, I'm going to rev it through probably a couple of times, just because obviously when you're running a motor in, you don't want to be A, labouring it, or B, carrying the knackers off of it. And it's nice and warm now. So it shouldn't be an issue. Temperature's nice. It's not running a thermostat because we did get a thermostat for it, but it was stuck closed. So obviously that had to go. So it is just running straight through. The thermostat was removed. And as we know, if it gets too cold, you have some duct tape or wax some duct tape across the front of the motor, front of the radiator, sorry. Marsh Road. Let's give that a go, because I want to head out towards the marsh and go down to Rye. See who's in the car park at Rye. See if we can show this off. There's actually a local bike meet to me on Thursday, and I'm thinking about running out to the bike meet. Just to, well, yeah, to show it off. What else, you know? I don't want to make excuses, but get out there, get some miles. Oh, that was me. Pulled the clutch a little bit too quick over that bump. It feels nice. It feels crisp. I mean, I'm not going to be able to check the jetting properly until it's got some miles. Then obviously, ideally, you know, you want to stick it on a dyno and have a play with it, but it's not going to be that sort of bike. It does pick up nice though. Come on, you could have pulled over a bit earlier than that. Yeah, it rides beautifully. It really does. Do you know, every time it just starts to pick up on the pipe, it takes me back to being 17 again. Makes me a bit, not, I think emotional is the wrong word, but almost. If you're going to get a tear in your eye riding a bike, it's going to be reminiscing about your youth, innit? And I had my first LC when I was 17 years old. I can't even imagine that now. 17, waxing around an LC. It was 250, then it went up to a 275 with a Stan Stevens tune and the obligatory microns and all that sort of stuff. And picks up nice. Obviously it blew up, the whole pistons, you know, all the usual sort of stuff that you did. Seized it, you name it. That then became a series of sort of 350s, power valves, that sort of thing. I did buy a 250 RG350 Gamma at one point, if you remember those, and I was going to build a Yamaha Gamma, and I made all the brackets and spacers and stuff needed, and then I didn't have the money to buy an engine. I don't even know what I was thinking about. So that got sold back as a 250 again. I rode that to the Lake District with luggage, you know, with camping gear. What a ridiculous thing to do. The whole ride on the motorway was spent swapping gears to try to actually keep the speed up, because it would drop out of the power instantly. But yeah, I can't remember how many LCs and power valves and stuff I've owned. I don't know, 10 maybe more than that. But the most recent one was getting on for 20 years ago now. It was a hybrid I built like this, but a rear disc conversion using an LC front wheel in the back end where the cush drive bolted on to where the second disc would bolt, using a power valve rear caliper. Yeah, that went well. that had a Banshee top end on it with a cool head with interchangeable domes, PWK 28mm carbs off the KR1S, I think they were, and that rode really nicely. Oh, Stelvio, I like those. Let's go this way because I know this road. Oh, the front went light then. As I say, I'm not going to be caning it because I don't want to whack too many revs on the motor when it's still fairly youthful and I'm keeping on the temperature gauge, but it is riding beautifully. So it's not like a rebore, it was just a quick hone to get any marks out of the bore that were left from them standing. But today is a good day, people. I'm getting a little emotional. I think I probably am, just because this just takes me back. This just takes you back to being 17 again. Slowly through the lanes. That's what bikes LCs do for you. It's just something about them which, if you own LCs, oh, it's so tempting just to give it on, give it a few revs, but I can't. I think it's just one of those things that if you had one when you was a kid, you always remember it. You always remember the times you had. It was that first bit of proper freedom, your first proper big motorbike that actually went pretty quick, because in their day they did. The first bike you got your speeding ticket on, the first bike you blew up, the first bike you crashed maybe, you know, the first bike you took your girlfriend out on the back of, all that sort of stuff. So yeah, I might pull over and give myself a little moment just to look at it and reminisce. Oh, the speedo drive's making a noise. Yeah, there's a neutral there somewhere. Right, do you know what? I'm going to love you and leave you, because I'm just going to have a little look at this and have a reminisce. So guys, if you've watched this rebuild, thanks very much. And this will be going back to Simon soon, and it will be missed. I might need another one. If you're riding, stay safe. If you're not riding, as usual, watch crap videos on the internet of old duffers talking shite and getting emotional about bikes. Anyway, catch you soon guys, take it easy, when I can find the button.